Jai Mataji. Welcome to today's session. If you haven't heard my previous session, please make sure you go back and hear it. Now, in the previous episode, we focused on why it is important for everyone to develop their artistic abilities, and this includes children and adults. And today, we are going to discuss one challenge that every parent is faced with. We are going to answer the question, what is the best gift you can give yourself and your child? Now, imagine that you are walking into a store with your child. Your child sees a toy and wants to buy it. So the child comes to you and tells you, "Mommy or Daddy, I want this toy." My question for you is, what do you do? Do you buy it for him or her? Or you don't? Now, if you choose to say yes, I want to ask you today, why do you say yes? If you don't, why is it that you say no? Now, say in this instance, you said no to your child and your child is upset. So he or she is now throwing a tantrum in the store and everyone is looking at you. What are you going to do next? Are you going to buy the gift for your child? Or are you just going to wait till the child completes the tantrum? You see, we see this all around us every day, either at home or either when we're going outside. And we've also seen some instances where parents will give everything that the child will ask for, and then the parents will complain and say, "You know what, we have so many toys and now the house is getting out of control." Children love toys, and no matter what you give to them, they are going to love it. And that's the same for adults, right? Anytime somebody gives us a gift, we really like it. But the thing with children is that no matter how many gifts you give, the routine is pretty much the same. The child is going to take the toy, show some excitement, play with it, and then eventually get bored and move on to something else. So mother was asked this question, what is the best present to give a child? And she gave an answer that by far is the best and most practical answer that I have heard till today. The answer is very simple. Mother says that the best gift you can give a child is to know himself or herself and to master himself or herself. It's very simple. There are only two things. So let's break it down again. The first one is to teach a child to know himself or herself. And the second one is to teach the child to master himself or herself. Now, in case you're wondering, why is this important? Let's take a step back and recall what we're trying to go for. Remember, we're trying to teach a child to connect with God and express God. So for the child to do that, the child must understand what is the reason he or she does something. And then once the child will know that, only then will the child be able to identify the areas that need to be worked upon. And once the areas are identified, then the final step is to go ahead and improve or change these areas. You see, when you read about this question in many spiritual scriptures, you often will get one answer, right? Is know who you are, and the answers are relating to the fact that you are the soul and not the body. And that is where each one of us wants to get there. But in order for us to get there, we have to start our journey with baby steps. So please start doing this no matter what age you are. So then the question is, well, how do you start doing this? And one approach that you could use is very simple. Ask yourself, why do you do what you do? And why do you behave in the way you do? So I will share an example to elaborate a little bit more on this. You see, there was one time I was really excited about doing something new, and my husband came home and I told him about it. Now I was jumping to joy, and he listened to me. He wasn't sure about whether it's something we should proceed on doing, and he didn't show the same excitement, and he really just ended up not saying anything and just sort of left the conversation in thoughts. So because I saw that, this isn't something that he was excited about, I also just dropped the discussion. But I was a little upset. Now, the next day, we were talking about something else, and he said something that irritated me. Now, usually it's something that wouldn't irritate me, but on that day, it particularly did. And then this irritation turned into an argument, and eventually we had a big fight. So I decided to apply this method on myself, and I used the 5 why approach. And now, this is approach that you see used commonly in investigations, but here we're going to use this approach on ourselves. So I asked myself, well, why did I get irritated? And the answer was very straightforward. Well, because I was upset with him. So then I asked, well, why was I upset with him? And the answer was, well, I was upset with him because of what he had done the day before. When I was speaking with him, he did not show any excitement in my plans. And so I felt that he wasn't supporting me. So then I asked myself, well, why should he have shown excitement? And then I thought about this and I realized, well, it's because I expected him to. You see, if he had done the same thing to me, then I would have responded with excitement. But he didn't, and my expectation is that he should have. So then I asked myself, well, why do I expect that he should behave in the same way that I would in a similar situation? So I thought about it. And the answer for me was because I believe that this is the correct way. To keep any relationship going, both partners must support each other. So if one partner is excited, the other one should also share the same excitement. And then I asked my next question. Well, why do I believe that this is the correct approach? And I thought about it, and then I realized that this was my ego. You see, the reason for my behavior this way was that it was my ego. According to my ego, my approach is right. And if that approach isn't being followed, then it's either my way or the highway. And so through this, I identified something that I had to change. I had to change this mindset of thinking that I'm always right. And see, this is the power of knowing yourself. You see, you can only improve yourself and make yourself better when you know why you do what you do, and then put in an effort to change yourself to become better to achieve the goal that you are aspiring to. So I request you to start doing this approach for yourself, and then I also request you to start training your children to do this in every area of your life. And I'm going to share some of the questions that you could ask yourself. You see, you could ask questions like, why are you passionate about something? Why do you really want something? If you're feeling discouraged, why are you feeling discouraged about something? If you're happy about something, well, why are you happy about something? Same thing with being sad. If you're sad, why are you sad about something? Now, slowly as you start doing this, you can also extend it to your body. So say you're sick, you can start asking yourself, well, why are you ill? Where is it in the body that this illness is coming from? And then ask, what is the function of that part of the body? You see, you will start seeing a correlation between the function of that part of the body and the type of illness that you're seeing. And then ask yourself, what does a disorder in that body area or function tell you? Go deeper. And then ask yourself, did something happen before that may have been the cause? Is this something you ate, or is this an emotion that you were feeling? See, as you start this journey of investigation, you will see some answers come right in front of you, and you will learn new things about yourself. These are things you may have known inside, but now they're just coming to the surface. So make this a daily routine. Now with that, we're at the end of today's session. Just to summarize, today we discussed the best and the most beautiful gift for anyone, which is training to know yourself. In the next session, we will move on to the second part, which is focusing on mastering yourself. Now, if you haven't started this activity, please remember, it's never too late to start this now. But please start doing this activity and go beyond your comfort zones to achieve the goal that we are all set out to achieve. I want to thank you all for listening in today's session. Thank you, Mother, Jai Mataji, and see you all in the next session.